it's been 9 months of me driving solo in my own truck, and I wanted to do a financial independence journey checkup. I'll share with you 7 things that I've done to get me further along on my financial independence journey, 3 of which I can attribute to the Donnegan's Rebel Finance School 2024. I'll share information about that as well. I've done 7 main things that I'll share with you in this video. I am Essence Revealed, documenting this journey from actor to tractor, financial independence, or FI, and life and location freedom, so that other Black women over 40 can see fear of starting over and fear of outer judgment is a lie. Number 1, I have maxed out my 2023 Roth IRA. What's a Roth IRA? It is simply a type of retirement account that you cannot access without penalty until 59 and a half years old. You can actually take out any money that you put in. You just would get penalized on taking out any of the profit from interest or gains that you make in the account. So imagine a Roth IRA being like an envelope, like one of those accordion envelopes. And so inside of the Roth IRA is where you would put your investments. And so I have some individual stocks. I mostly have ETFs. What's an ETF? An ETF is like a basket of companies. Instead of buying an individual stock, you buy a grouping, so that you can relieve yourself of some of the stress of having individual stocks. So there are yearly limits of how much money you can put into a Roth IRA, because it is a very beneficial retirement account, because you've already paid taxes on the money that you're going to put in. So when you take the money out, there is no taxes to be paid on that. And so the government limits how much you can put in. I believe in 2024, the amount is $7,000. So I've done the max for 2023, and I didn't even do it until maybe March of 2024. You have until April 15th, tax day of the following year, to max out the year before. So number 1 is that I have maxed out my 2023 Roth IRA. Number 2, I am halfway to maxing out my 2024 Roth IRA account. And my goal is to be able to max out my 2024 Roth IRA account before I actually become eligible to take part in the 401k. This will be my first time in life having a 401k. So I hope to max out my 2024 Roth IRA before those benefits kick in, and I am already halfway there. Number 3 is that I've been able to put myself on track to max out my health savings account. What's really cool about health savings accounts is that they are a triple tax advantaged account. What does that mean, Essence? It means that the money you put into a health savings account isn't taxed on the way in. It isn't taxed on any profits you make, because you can invest within it. I didn't even know that, but you can. And when you take the money out, you are not taxed on it coming out either. So that is a very cool thing that I don't think that employers even really understand, because I asked if I could invest within my high yield savings account, and I was told no, but I knew that that wasn't true. So yeah, I am on track to max out my high yield savings account. For 2024, I believe individuals can put in around $4,000. I think for families, it's closer to about $7,000, $7,500. Don't quote me exactly on that. Number 4 is that I've began to build an emergency account, savings account. I prefer to call it my abundance account, because I don't want to be preparing for any emergencies. So I actually have started building an abundance account, which I had completely diminished over, the world melting and all of those festivities. And so now I have several $1,000s in my abundance account. And I also was able to open a second account, which I call my day off fund, because as a driver, whatever days I take off, I don't get paid for. So sometimes, if I take 4 or 5 days or a week or however long off, the following week's checks when I go back to driving are often small. And so what I've started to do is put $25 to $100 every week into my day off fund, so that I can use it to, get in there and have some money after I've taken days off. So for example, when I left my first company and came to this company, I took off 10 days for my birthday, and so I was able to pay myself through my day off fund for the time that I had off when I finally got back to the new company for orientation and all that stuff. So I have been able to do that in the past 90 days. My goal is to have about 12K saved up in that abundance fund, and I'm about a quarter of the way there now in 9 months. Number 5 is that I actually have life and injury insurance. A lot of truck companies automatically for free give you a certain amount of life insurance, and you are able to opt into purchasing additional insurance. So I have been able to do that. So I have both life and injury insurance, and I had no insurance before starting this job. So that is number 5, that I have both life and personal injury insurance. All right, number 6 is that I actually have access to a 401k, and that when I do become eligible to start donating, to start putting money into the 401k, I have a goal of putting above and beyond the company match. I believe that in 2024, an individual can put $23,400 into a 401k, and I don't know if I'll be able to reach that max, but my goal is to go well above and beyond whatever the company match is for this first time of me being able to invest in a 401k. All right, I have 3 more to go. And the next 3 I'm going to attribute and give credit to the Donegans and Rebel Finance School 2024 for encouraging me in these things. So number 7 is that I was able to make my first big large lump sum payment on a loan that I have, that I took out when the world melted so that I could, pay rent and eat. I know I've talked in the past about how I don't have any credit card debt and my student loans have been forgiven, but I do have this loan with a small interest rate. And through the Rebel Finance School 2024, I learned that because it has such a small interest rate of 3% and I can gain so much more than that in the market, that it doesn't make sense for me to try to put every single spare dollar that I have towards getting that balance down. I can take my time. And because I'm 49, I feel like it is better for me to put more money in the market, because I have less time to have that money cooking. Then it would do me better that way than it would going into paying this loan down. So thank you, Donegans. I was able to make my first larger lump sum payment, so I can actually see that balance going down. The payments I've been making thus far have just been to make sure that the balance doesn't increase. Now, if I had credit card debt and the interest was 23, 24, 26, 28, whatever the crazy amounts of interest these credit cards are charging people, I would for sure be throwing every single dollar that I had at it to get rid of it, because your interest, when it's that high, increases your balance to a rate where it takes you years and years and years to get from up under that debt. So if you have credit card debt, definitely make that a priority to get rid of it. But yeah, in these months, I've been able to make that first big lump sum payment recently. Number 8 is I was able to go back to start using the You Need a Budget app, or YNAB as we call it. It's about $100 for the year. There are free trackers such as Empower that can be used, or just a good old Excel spreadsheet or a notebook. But what I like about YNAB is that they have a give every dollar a job I was about to say mentality, but is their way of being. And so for me, it gives me so much peace to have my check hit my account and then dole out the money into different categories that I have set up in YNAB. And I actually started doing it because I am currently taking the Rebel Finance School 2024 through the Rebel Finance Donegans, and I'm only on week 2 of the course, and we were encouraged to start tracking, and that was the easiest way for me to track my money in the past. And so I got back on it thanks to the Donegans. So that is another step I've been able to take. All right, and number 9, which is the last one, that I also attribute to the Donegans Rebel Finance Business School, is that I was able to actually sit down and figure out what my net worth was. I had a rough idea because I know how much I have in investments and I know how much I owe, but I didn't know the exact number. But because I'm doing this class, I actually took out a good old-fashioned pen and paper and sat down and put down everything, so I have an exact number of how much my net worth was in. So yeah, that is number 9, thanks to the Donegans Rebel Business Finance School 2024. I'll put a link in the description to that. Monday is going to, which I think this video is coming out on Monday. Monday is going to be week 3. It's a 10-week free course, free $99 to learn about personal finance. And the Donegans are really great at teaching. So I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. So these are some of the steps I've been able to take on my financial journey since being in my own truck. But in actuality, when I think about it, I spent 2 months in one trainer's truck, and then I spent 6 weeks in another trainer's truck. So 9, 10, 11, 12. So I guess it's actually been about a year of me making money in trucking. However, training pay is not at all the same as when you are a solo driver. So I will attribute some of these moves I've been able to make to the training pay that I got when I was in other people's trucks. So I guess I could say these are the steps that I've taken in the past year of being a CDL holder. But yeah, 9 months. I like the number 9 because it's the ancestors' number, and I'm doing it for them, riding in Harriet to freedom. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and share, and keep up with this journey of going from actor to tractor, financial independence, and life and location freedom.